My husband told me he loved someone else 3 minutes after our wedding vows. I was sitting on the edge of our marriage bed, silk sheets that cost more than my entire childhood, candles flickering like they were mocking me, when he walked in. Alpha King Lucian, my husband, the man I dreamed about for months. He didn't even look at me. Don't touch me. 3 words. That's all it took to shatter everything. I stood anyway, my white wedding robes trailing behind me like a ghost. Lucian, this marriage is political. He pulled out his phone, shoved it in my face. This is Nathaniel, my real lover. 3 years. The photo showed a beautiful beta with soft eyes and a gentle smile. Everything I wasn't. My hands shook. You're telling me this now? After the ceremony? After you what? His green eyes finally met mine, cold as winter. Thought this was a fairy tale? You're a war orphan who got lucky. Your family's military alliance bought you a crown. That's it. I'm your mate. You're a political tool. He headed for the door. Separate chambers. No touching. We'll use artificial insemination when the council demands an heir. Play your role. Smile pretty. And stay out of my way. The door slammed. I stood there. The candles kept burning. The silk sheets stayed perfect. And I didn't cry. I should have. I wanted to. But I'd cried when my parents died in the war. Cried when I had nothing but rags. Cried when nobles spat on me for being poor. I'd clawed my way from dirt to this palace. Survived things that should have killed me. I thought I'd finally made it. I looked at the wedding band on my finger. White gold with diamonds that spelled forever. Forever lasted 12 minutes. I ripped it off. Threw it across the room. It hit a mirror and the glass cracked. Good. Let everything break. I was running. No stumbling. These ridiculous robes caught on everything and my vision was blurry, and I could hear servants whispering, but I didn't care. Fresh air hit my face. The royal gardens. Midnight. Moonlight on roses that probably cost more than a human life. I collapsed onto a stone bench, gasping. My chest hurt. Everything hurts. Well, you look absolutely miserable. I jerked up. A man leaned against a marble column, smoking something that smelled like cherries and danger. Dark hair fell over silver eyes. Sharp jaw. Looser clothing than the formal court wear. Like he didn't give a damn about rules. Prince Kaine. Lucian's younger brother. Go away, I muttered. He didn't. He walked closer, each step lazy and deliberate. That's not very queen-like. Where's your royal dignity? I threw it in the trash with my wedding ring. He laughed. A real one, not the fake court sound. Already? Marriage lasted what? An hour. 12 minutes. Ouch. He sat beside me. Too close. I could smell him. Thunderstorms and leather and something wild. Let me guess. He told you about Nathaniel. I turned to stare at him. You knew. Everyone knows. Except you, apparently. He took another drag, blew smoke away from my face. My brother's an idiot. He's your king. He's an idiot king. Those silver eyes locked on mine. And you're crying. I'm not. He reached out, thumbed away tears I didn't realize were falling. His touch burned. You smell like heartbreak, he said quietly. And honey. Dangerous combination for an omega on his wedding night. I should have pulled away. Should have gone back inside. Should have done anything except lean into his hand like I was starving for kindness. Because I was. Dance with me, he said. What? He stood, offered his hand. You deserve at least one good memory from tonight. There's no music. Then we'll make our own. I didn't know why I took his hand. Maybe because I was broken. Maybe because he was looking at me like I mattered. Maybe because I needed someone, anyone, to pretend I was worth something. He pulled me up into his arms. We moved slowly in the moonlight. No rhythm. No plan. Just two people swaying under stars that didn't care about crowns or contracts or hearts breaking. You're shaking, he whispered. I'm cold. Liar. He pulled me closer. His hand spread across my lower back, warm through the silk. You're terrified. Of what? That you'll be alone forever. His lips brushed my ear. That you'll be nothing but a decoration in a palace that doesn't want you. Tears came harder then. Stop. Why? It's true, isn't it? His other hand cupped my face, forcing me to look at him. You climb so far just to end up nowhere. I hate you. No, you don't. And then he was kissing me, or I was kissing him. I didn't know who moved first, but suddenly his mouth was on mine, and it was nothing like I'd imagined a first kiss would be. It was desperate and messy and wrong and so right because he tasted like smoke and rebellion and everything Lucian wasn't. He kissed like he was trying to breathe life back into me. I kissed back like I was drowning and he was air. His hands tangled in my hair, ruining the careful wedding braids. Mine clutched his shirt, probably tearing it. We stumbled backward and my spine hit the column and he pressed against me and he shoved me away. Hard. I nearly fell. We were both gasping. No, he said, voice rough. No, we can't. Kaine. You're his now. His wife. His queen. He backed away, running hands through his hair. This was a mistake. But you. I know what I did. His eyes flashed alpha gold in the darkness. And it can never happen again. Do you understand? I could still taste him. Cherry smoke and promises. Do you understand? He repeated. Yes. I whispered. Complete lie. Because I could see his hands shaking. Could see the way he was looking at my lips like he wanted to devour me. Could smell his scent spiking with want. Go back inside, he ordered. What if I don't want to? Darian. My name sounded like a prayer and a curse. Go. Before I do something we'll both regret. I should have listened. Should have run. Instead I stepped closer. What if I want the regret? My voice was steadier than I felt. What if I want to feel something other than worthless? You don't know what you're asking. Then show me. We stared at each other. The garden was silent except for our breathing. You're playing with fire, little Omega, he warned. I touched his chest, felt his heart hammering. Good. I'm cold anyway. His control snapped. He kissed me again, harder this time, claiming, and I let him ruin me right there in the garden where anyone could see, where his brother could find us, where my entire future could explode. I let him because for the first time that night, I felt alive. His teeth grazed my neck, not breaking skin, not marking, but the promise was there. Tell me to stop, he breathed against my throat. No, Darian, I said no. I pulled his face back to mine. Don't you dare stop. Don't you dare leave me empty like he did. Something broke in his expression. Pain. Want. Conflict. You're going to destroy me, he whispered. Good. I whispered back. Destroy me first. He carried me, actually lifted me like I weighed nothing. Away from the open garden to a shadowed alcove covered in climbing roses. Private. Hidden. Dangerous. Last chance, he said, setting me on a stone ledge. Walk away now and we forget this happened. I wrapped my legs around his waist. Make me forget everything else instead. Fuck. He kissed down my neck. You're insane. You're the one kissing your brother's wife. He froze, pulled back. For a horrible moment I thought he'd leave. Then he smirked. You're right. I am. And he kissed me like he was claiming what was never his to take. I didn't think about consequences. Didn't think about Lucian or the crown or scandal. Didn't think about anything except the way Kaine's hands felt on my skin. The way he whispered my name like it was sacred. The way he touched me like I was precious instead of purchased. His fingers slipped under my robes. Prince Kaine. We broke apart instantly. A royal guard stood at the garden entrance, carefully not looking directly at us. Your presence is requested in the throne room. Immediately, Kaine's jaw tightened. Tell them I'm busy. It's the king, your highness. He demands both you and the queen appear. My blood went cold. Kaine helped me down, fixed my robes with quick, practiced movements. His touch was gentle now, careful. Can he tell? I whispered. Can he smell you on me? Probably. He straightened my hair. But he won't do anything publicly. Too much scandal. Kaine. He cupped my face one more time. This didn't happen. Understand. But it didn't happen. His eyes were desperate. For both our sakes. It didn't happen. He walked away, leaving me in the shadows with swollen lips and a heart that was already broken now completely shattered. I touched my mouth where he'd kissed me. He was wrong. It did happen, and I wanted it to happen again. The throne room was a trap. Lucian sat on his throne with Nathaniel beside him, not hiding anymore, just there, possessive hand on my husband's arm. The entire court watched as I walked in, Kaine trailing behind me. My lips were still swollen. My hair was a mess. Everyone could see. "You're late," Lucian said coldly. "I was in the garden," I replied. "With my brother." Not a question. An accusation. Kaine stepped forward. "I found the queen distressed. I was offering comfort." "Is that what we're calling it?" Nathaniel's voice dripped poison. "Because half the servants saw you too." "Enough." Lucian stood. "Darian, you will move to the East Wing tomorrow. Your chambers will be far from mine. You will attend court functions when required. Otherwise, you don't exist to me." Something inside me died, then came back angrier. "Fine," I said. "I don't want to exist to you either." I turned and walked out. Kaine caught up with me in the corridor, grabbed my wrist, pulled me into an empty room, some forgotten study with dust and old books. "That was stupid," he hissed. "I don't care. You should. He could make your life hell. He already has." I shoved him. What else can he do? Reject me more? Humiliate me more? Yes. Kaine grabbed my shoulders. "He can exile you, strip your title, have you thrown in the dungeons for adultery." "We haven't committed adultery." "Not yet." His eyes burned. "But if we keep this up, then let's actually do it." I grabbed his shirt. "If I'm going to be punished anyway, I want to deserve it." "Darian." I kissed him. Hard. Desperate. He resisted for maybe 3 seconds. Then he kissed back like he was starving. His hands were everywhere. My hair, my waist, sliding up my thighs. Mine tore at his clothes, needing skin, needing proof this was real. "We can't," he gasped between kisses. "Not here." "Then where?" He looked at me, really looked, like he was memorizing my face. "My chambers. Midnight. If you come, we can't go back." "Good," I breathed. "I don't want to go back." I went. Of course I went. His chambers were in the South Tower, far from Lucian's wing, dark and private. I snuck through servant passages, heart hammering. He opened the door before I could knock. "You came," he said quietly. "Did you think I wouldn't?" "I hoped you wouldn't." He pulled me inside, locked the door. "For your sake. Stop trying to protect me. Someone has to." He cupped my face. "Because you clearly don't protect yourself." "I don't need." He kissed me silent. Different from before. Slower. Deeper. Like he had time now. Like he could savor me. His hands were gentle, removing my cloak. Careful with the ties of my shirt. Reverent. "You're shaking," he whispered against my neck. "I've never." I couldn't finish. He pulled back, eyes wide. "You're a virgin?" Lucian never touched me. And before him, I was too busy surviving to. Fuck. He rested his forehead against mine. "We should stop. Don't you dare. Your first time shouldn't be revenge." "It's not revenge." I met his eyes. "It's choosing myself for once." Something shifted in his expression. Softened. "Then I'm going to make it perfect," he promised. He did. He kissed every inch of skin he exposed. Whispered how beautiful I was. Asked if I was okay so many times I had to kiss him quiet. When he finally pushed inside me, I gasped, pain and pleasure mixing. "Breathe," he murmured. "I've got you." He moved slowly, let me adjust, held me like I was precious. And when I came apart in his arms, he kissed away my tears and held me through the aftershocks. "Stay," he whispered after. "Just tonight." I stayed 3 nights. Then 3 nights became a week. A week became 2. We were addicted. He'd sneak to my chambers during afternoon court when everyone thought I was napping. I'd slip into his bed after midnight when the palace slept. We found secret places. The library archives where no one went. The old chapel no one used. Once, the war room after a council meeting. He bent me over the strategy table and made me bite my lip to stay quiet while guards stood outside. "You're going to get us killed," I gasped. "Worth it," he groaned. But it wasn't just sex. He taught me knife fighting in the training yard at dawn. Read poetry to me in dead languages. Told me about his childhood, about growing up in Lucian's shadow. "He wasn't always like this," Kaine said one night, tracing patterns on my skin. "He used to be kind. Then our father forced him to give up someone he loved for the crown. It broke something in him. So he's breaking me instead?" "Yes." Kaine kissed my shoulder. "But I'm going to put you back together." I was falling for him. No, I'd already fallen. 2 months in, everything changed. I woke up nauseous, dizzy, couldn't keep food down. At first, I thought it was stress. Then I missed my heat. No. I took a test. One of the ones from the palace physician's supply. Positive. I stared at it for 10 minutes, hands shaking. Kaine found me on the bathroom floor, still holding the test. "Darian." He knelt beside me, saw the test, went white. "Oh fuck. I'm pregnant," I whispered. "How long?" 2 months. Maybe more. "It's mine." Not a question. "Lucian never touched me." "It's yours." He pulled me into his arms. I expected panic, anger, fear. Instead, he laughed. "You're laughing?" I pulled back. "Are you insane?" "Probably." He cupped my face. "But I don't care. I want this. Want you. Want our child. Lucian will kill us. Then we tell him the truth. That I'm pregnant with your baby? That's treason. That you're pregnant with my baby," he corrected. "And I'm claiming you both. Publicly. He'll never allow it. He doesn't have a choice." Kaine's eyes hardened. "There's a law. Ancient law. If a bonded Omega becomes pregnant by another Alpha and that Alpha claims them, the bond can be dissolved. You're not bonded to me." "But he is." Kaine smiled dangerously. "He bonded you politically. It's not a mating bond, but it's recognized by law, which means I can challenge it." "How?" "By marking you. By completing our own bond." My breath caught. "That's permanent." "I know." He pressed his hand to my still flat stomach. "But I want permanent. I want you. I want this baby. I want everything." "Kaine." "Say yes." I should have said no. Should have been smart. Should have run. "Yes," I whispered. He bit my neck that night. Deep. Claiming. The bond snapped into place like lightning, burning, perfect, permanent. I marked him back, sinking my teeth into his shoulder. Mine. Finally mine. Morning came with guards pounding on the door. "Open. By order of the king." We barely had time to dress before they broke in. Lucian stood in the corridor, Nathaniel behind him, looking triumphant. "Well," Lucian said coldly, "my spy reported correctly. You've been fucking my brother." I lifted my chin. "Yes." Shock rippled through the guards. "And you admit it freely?" "I do." I touched the mark on my neck. "He's my mate. My true mate." "You're my wife." "Not anymore." Kaine stepped beside me. "I've bonded with him. Ancient law states." "I know the fucking law." Lucian's face went red. "You think you can steal my queen?" "He was never yours," Kaine said coldly. "You rejected him. Humiliated him. I just picked up what you threw away. I'll have you both executed for treason." "Do it." I met Lucian's eyes. "Execute a pregnant Omega and his alpha mate. See how the kingdom reacts." Dead silence. "What?" Lucian breathed. "I'm pregnant. 2 months. It's Kaine's." I smiled. "So if you want to execute us, you'll be killing your nephew too. The press will love that." Lucian looked like he'd been struck. Nathaniel whispered something to him. Lucian's jaw tightened. "Fine," he snarled. "I'm calling a royal trial. 3 days. The entire court will witness. We'll see if your bond is strong enough to stand against mine." "What kind of trial?" Kaine demanded. Lucian smiled cruelly. "Trial by combat. You want him? Fight me for him." "Lucian, no." I started. "I accept," Kaine said. You can't. I grabbed his arm. He's stronger. I don't care. Kaine turned to me. I'll fight armies for you. One king is easy. Lucian laughed. Brave. Stupid. But brave. He leaned close. When I kill you, I'm going to make him watch. Then I'm going to chain him in the dungeons until he loses that bastard child. Kaine's hand went to his sword. Lucian smirked. 3 days, little brother. Better say your goodbyes. He left with his guards. The door closed. I collapsed against Kaine, shaking. He's going to kill you. No. Kaine tilted my face up. I'm going to win. For you. For our baby. For us. How can you be sure? He kissed me softly. Because I have everything to lose. And he has nothing to fight for. 3 days. 3 days until everything ended. Or everything began. 3 days felt like 3 seconds. Kaine trained. I watched. Every swing of his sword made my stomach twist. You need to eat, he said on the second night, finding me staring at untouched food. I can't. He knelt in front of me, hands on my knees. The baby needs you strong. The baby needs a father. Tears burned. Run away with me, please. We'll go somewhere Lucian can't find us. He'd hunt us forever. Kaine kissed my palms. I'm ending this. Tomorrow. What if you don't win? Then you take our child and run. Promise me. Kaine. Promise me, Darian. I promise. I lied. If he died, I was dying with him. The arena was packed. Every noble in the kingdom came to watch. Commoners filled the upper galleries. This wasn't just a trial, it was entertainment. I sat in the royal box, chains on my wrists. For your protection, the guards claimed. Really, so I couldn't interfere. Nathaniel sat beside Lucian's empty throne, smirking at me. Excited? He asked sweetly. You get to watch your lover die. I ignored him. The arena doors opened. Lucian entered first, full armor, massive sword, walking like he owned the world. The crowd roared. Then Kaine, lighter armor, dual blades, moving like water. Quieter cheers, but present. They faced each other in the center. The royal judge stood between them. The terms, fight until submission or death. The victor claims both throne and consort. May the strongest alpha win. He stepped back. They didn't move. Last chance, Lucian said. Yield. I'll make your death quick. No. Kaine raised his blades. I'm taking everything from you. You never could beat me, little brother. I never had a reason to before. Lucian attacked first. His sword came down like thunder. Kaine rolled left, blades flashing. First blood, shallow cut on Lucian's arm. The crowd gasped. Lucian's face darkened. He moved faster, brutal overhead strikes. Kaine deflected, danced back, looking for openings. Stand still and die, Lucian roared. Where's the fun in that? Kaine was faster, but Lucian was stronger. Every blocked hit sent Kaine stumbling. Every near miss made my heart stop. They fought for 10 minutes. 20. Both bleeding. Both exhausted. Then Lucian's sword caught Kaine's side deep. Kaine gasped, dropped one blade. Kaine! I screamed. Lucian kicked him down. Stood over him, sword raised. Any last words? Kaine looked up at me. Smiled. Mouthed, I love you. Yes, Kaine said aloud. You already lost. Lucian frowned. What? Kaine's remaining blade flashed up, cutting through Lucian's armor strap. The chest plate fell. Kaine rolled, grabbed his dropped sword, and drove both blades through Lucian's thigh. Lucian screamed, collapsed. Kaine stood over him now, blade at his throat. Yield, Kaine commanded. Never. Kaine pressed down. Blood welled. Yield. The crowd held its breath. I yield, Lucian gasped. The arena erupted. Kaine dropped his weapons, looked up at me. I was already running. The chains broke. I didn't care how, didn't care who helped. I jumped from the box straight into the arena, landed badly, didn't care. I crashed into Kaine's arms. He caught me, staggered, laughing through pain. You're insane. You won. I sobbed into his neck. You won. For you. He kissed my temple. Always for you. Guards surrounded Lucian. The royal judge approached Kaine. By ancient law and trial by combat, you are declared victor. The bond is dissolved. The throne is yours. Kaine kept holding me. I don't want the throne. Everyone froze. What? The judge sputtered. The throne was never mine to want. I fought for him. Kaine turned to the crowd, keeping me against his chest. I claim Darian as my true mate. Our bond is sacred. I want nothing else. But the law you won, you must. Make Lucian's exile permanent. Let him live, but far from here. Kaine's voice carried. I'll serve as Prince Regent until the child is born. If the council deems us worthy, we'll discuss succession then. The crowd murmured, uncertain, shocked. The Omega carries royal blood, someone shouted. His child has claim. Then the child decides when they're grown, Kaine replied. But I won't steal a throne through bloodshed. I only wanted him. He looked down at me. Is that enough? I kissed him. Right there. In front of everyone. The crowd went wild. Cheering. Crying. Some probably scandalized. I didn't care. He was alive. We were together. That was everything. 6 months later. Labor hurt like hell. I hate you, I gasped, gripping Kaine's hand hard enough to break bones. I know, he said calmly. This is your fault. I know. I'm never letting you touch me again. You said that last week. Then you dragged me to bed. I would have hit him if another contraction hadn't ripped through me. The physician was calm. One more push, Your Highness. Don't call me that, I panted. I'm just. You're a royal consort carrying the future of this kingdom, Kaine said. Push, love. I pushed, and screamed, and suddenly there was crying, not mine, a baby's. It's a girl, the physician announced, placing her on my chest. She was tiny, perfect, had Kaine's silver eyes and my dark hair. I started crying. Kaine was crying too, kissing my forehead, my cheeks, our daughter's tiny hand. She's beautiful, he whispered. You're beautiful. I love you so much. I love you too. I couldn't stop staring at her. We made this. We made everything. The door opened. Servants brought announcements, flowers, gifts from nobles. But I only saw him. Thank you, I said quietly. For what? For fighting for me. For choosing me. For, my voice broke. For making me believe I was worth choosing. He cupped my face with one hand, the other supporting our daughter. You were always worth it. From the first moment I saw you crying in that garden. You were always worth everything. Our daughter yawned. Tiny. Precious. What should we name her? Kaine asked. I thought about everything. The rejection. The pain. The climb from nothing to this. Hope, I said. Her name is Hope. Perfect. He kissed me softly. Just like you. 3 years later. Hope toddles around the garden, chasing butterflies. Kaine chases her, roaring like a dragon. I watch from our favorite bench, the one where we first kissed. I'm pregnant again. Just found out yesterday. Kaine doesn't know yet. Hope shrieks with laughter as Kaine catches her, tosses her in the air. Again, Papa. Again. Your Papa is old. He groans dramatically. Have mercy. You're 28, I call out. Ancient, he insists. Hope runs to me, climbs into my lap. Daddy, tell Papa to play more. Papa needs rest, I say, kissing her nose. Kaine collapses beside me on the bench, breathing hard. I'm hiring a nanny. We have 3 nannies. I'm hiring 10. Hope giggles, already running off to torment the garden cats. Kaine's hand finds mine. Happy. Disgustingly so. I lean into him. You. I have you. Our daughter. A kingdom that finally accepts us. He kisses my knuckles. I'm the luckiest man alive. Even without the throne? Especially without it. He pulls me closer. I got something better. What? You chose me back. My heart swells. Always. Forever. I show him the wedding band I had remade. Simple silver. Engraved with, forever, actually. He laughs. Takes my face in his hands. kisses me like we're still in that garden, still broken, still finding each other. Hope runs back, wrinkling her nose. Ew, you're kissing again. Get used to it, Kaine tells her. I'm going to kiss your daddy forever. That's a long time. Not long enough, I whisper. He smiles against my lips. Our daughter complains. The garden smells like roses. And for the first time in my life, I'm not running from anything. I'm exactly where I belong. The end.